Hey Jenna, it's like 6:30. You literally just left, but I wanted to read part of our fan fiction tonight because at the moment my roommates are not here and I'm not really quite sure if they'll be back by the time I get back. And yeah, I don't really think I can read this out loud when they're in the same room. Oops. I decided to record this just in case. Um, so, the one that I decided to do is the one called, I think this is Innocence. The one, I don't remember the summary, but basically, this is her summary. This takes place in modern time London, and it's an AU. I don't know what an AU is, there's OOC in it, out of character. Okay. There's OCs, and there's like people I don't really care about. And, oh my, there's incest in this. Yeah, it's in big caps and bold letters, but there is incest. So there's 12 chapters of this. I'll do chapter 1. Um, I think I'm gonna read it out loud to you, so hopefully it doesn't seem like it'll be too long, but hopefully the video stays on for that long, and we'll give this a go. So, here we go. At the age of 5, CL Phantom Hive didn't know what divorce was. He was simply given a choice. Do you want to live with mommy, or do you want to live with daddy? Being at a young and tender age of pure innocence, little CL wanted nothing more than to be strong and kind and tall just like his father. So the young boy lived with his father. I guess that makes sense. I'm kind of surprised he's not choosing his mom, since boys are generally more attached to their moms, but okay, we'll keep going. And my sink just made a weird noise. Okay, continuing. In all truth, Vincent and Rachel Phantom Hive did love each other, but it was that of friendship. It was their dying parents' wishes to have the two marry and continue the Phantom Hive name. Of course, both their parents were very old-fashioned, but nonetheless, the two got married and had a beautiful baby boy. They loved CL and they thought it would bring them closer, and it did, but not in the way they had hoped. So finally, after 5 years of friendship marriage, the two split. They wanted to stay together, at least for CL's sake, but it came to the point where they could no longer put a price on their own happiness. Vincent had loved another. It was a girl that Rachel herself introduced him to. Oh, no. Vincent had grown to love this woman who was widowed for almost 3 years now and had a son of her own. Vincent did not mind. In fact, okay, my sink's making weird noises. I'm kind of freaked out. Okay, back to the story. Vincent did not mind. In fact, he thought it would be grand for CL to have an older brother to look up to. Daddy, where are we going? The young boy in the back seat of the car asked. Oh yeah, this is modern time. Never mind, I was gonna question that, but, no, it's okay. It's not too bad so far. I've read a lot worse writing, so it's not like the mpreg one where literally within the first maybe 15 lines, see, Sebastian's going into labor, which was just awkward. So this isn't too bad. We're going to our new home, Vincent said. The man tried so very hard to keep his son from crying, though the child had no knowledge of what was going on. Okay. Near sunset. Oh no, not sunset. That's the time where you get pregnant, obviously. I think I told you about that. I think I did. I don't remember. The father and son reached a calm house near the ocean. It was a stone brick house. A dark stone brick house with a black decorative fence. The front yard was clean and gentle with autumn leaves lazily flying around. CL looked at the house and thought it was beautiful, more beautiful than where he had lived before. The two got out of the car and made their way to the front door. A bell was rung, and within a minute, the door was open. CL gasped. A woman with long, straight, dark brown, or even black hair stepped out. Hey, that's me! Obviously. Keep going. Her eyes were like rubies and glimmered in the setting sunlight. She hugged Vincent, and CL was surprised to see that his father looked so happy. Come in, you both have traveled so long, the woman smiled. CL decided that she was kind. How lovely. Oh yeah, CL's 5. I don't know if I mentioned that, but... Oh yeah, I did, okay. But yeah, he's 5, so... I guess. The inside of the house was rather, not important. There's handmade porcelain dolls. That's basically the most exciting part about that little paragraph. Do you like our home? CL turned and looked at the smiling woman. It seemed that his eyes were wandering. CL smiled back. I love it here. I'm glad, the woman smiled. Oh, where is your son? Vincent asked. Oh dear, I'll call him down. The woman said. Sebastian, honey, they're here. What? Sebastian is... what? Oh dear, this is gonna be interesting. I remember reading that Sebastian was like 9 or something, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. Okay, we'll continue reading. I think we're almost halfway through, so yay! Down from a flight of stairs came a boy taller and seemingly older than Sia. The little boy gasped again. Ah! Something. Not important. Description about Sebastian. I'm sorry for not saying anything when you walked in. My name is... Wait. Oh. My name is Lilith McAllis, and this is my son Sebastian. Wait. She did... But she did say... What? She did say something when CL walked in. She said many things. What is this? Oh dear. And this is like... Okay, we'll continue. I guess it's not that bad. It's just kind of weird. But okay, we'll continue. CL looked at Sebastian, whose gaze was elsewhere, with the... Don't... So CL stands behind his father's legs. Don't be shy, CL. This is our new family. Vincent. She spelled new wrong. She spelled it like Knew. Okay, continuing. New. Once again, she spelled it wrong. New family. Okay. CL said in his now shy, childlike voice. Okay, that's really out of character, but okay, we'll keep going. CL looked at the two again, confused. Vincent kneeled down and held his son's shoulders. Lilith is your new mommy, and Sebastian is your big brother, Vincent said slowly. New mommy does that mean mommy... I don't know that sentence. I can't read it. It's not in English. IWIT. Iwit, I think. Okay. Okay, we'll keep going. No, it means you have two mommies that will love you. Vincent laughed at his son's cute child face. Okay, that's a little creepy. So Sewell gets more love. CL said, putting a finger in his mouth. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Yes, CL, come on, stop that silly talk. I taught you better, right? Vincent smiled. Stop smiling, Vincent. It's a little weird. Yes, Daddy, CL said, blushing. Sebastian, why don't you take CL up to your room, show him all your books? Lilith said, patting her son's back. Sebastian looked at his mother, then at CL. Okay, came a soft reply. I was hoping it would be more of a monotone reply, be like, okay. Okay, anyway, continuing. Sebastian walked up to CL and held out his hand. The small child looked at him, confused, before he carefully took the raven hair boy's hand, okay. The two entered a room down the hall of the second floor. Okay, basically it's describing how Sebastian has a lot of books. You really like to read, CL said softly. Sebastian hopped on his bed and pulled CL up. The small boy liked that Sebastian's window had a nice view of the setting sun. Yeah, reading is good for you, Sebastian said. I agree, Sebastian. Most logical thing said so far. What do you read? CL asked now, feeling shy. Okay. Poetry, mostly angst, but I do like a good romance. Nah. Oh my goodness, I'm hoping he's not talking about, like, the legit extreme romance novels, but at the same time it'd be really funny because I think he's supposed to be 9. And he's reading angsty poetry. Right. Continuing. What are you reading now? CL asked. Sebastian showed the child the dark-covered book he held in his hands. CL looked at the name. It's Edgar Allan Poe. He's a famous poet who also wrote short stories, Sebastian explained. Oh, I see, CL said. There was a silence in the room. CL saw that the raven-haired boy went back to his reading. His eyes saddened. The small child wasn't really sure what was going on. It's not like he didn't like the idea of having 2 moms and an older brother didn't sound so bad to the 5-year-old, but something was off. He knew his father was hiding something. He knew that when he saw his mother smile, it was sad. He knew that the nice woman, Lilith, was trying her best to keep CL from knowing. He knew, and yet... I'm assuming he's talking about divorce. I'm not really quite sure because this next sentence doesn't really help, so... Hey, big brother, how old are you? CL asked. Sebastian looked up a bit shocked that he had been called big brother. He set down his book and listened to what CL had to say. I'm 9 years old. I'm older than you by 4 years, Sebastian said. You can count. Shock. Then can you tell me what happened between my mommy, daddy? CL asked softly. Okay, it is about the divorce. Sebastian thought for a moment. Do you want me to tell you the truth, or do you want me to pretend so I don't hurt you? That's cruel. I don't know any 9-year-old who talks and acts like that. I think Sebastian should be more like 14. At like angsty age. Not 9. Oh my gosh. But of course if it was modern times, then all he would be doing is probably be playing video games. And other bad stuff. Well, not video games. Video games aren't bad, but you get my gist. CL thought a bit, but it all came down to one thing. He didn't want to be lied to. He hated that more than anything. The 5-year-old met the older one's eyes and refused to tremble. Tell me the truth. I hate being lied to, CL said, gripping the sheets under his small hand. Apparently he's a pirate and has a hook for another hand. Okay, continuing. At the age of 9, Sebastian McCallus knew what a divorce was. He was, just like CL had wanted, honest with the small boy. He told him that a divorce is an action taken when 2 people fall out of love or simply can't deal with a problem within their marriage. He was honest with CL. Sebastian wanted to be honest. And when he saw small tears threatening to fall from the smaller one's eyes, Sebastian wrapped him in a warm hug. Aw, that's kind of cute. Why didn't Daddy tell me? CL's voice broke. Because they didn't want to hurt you, Sebastian said, rubbing CL's back. That's no reason to lie, CL yelled, pulling away from Sebastian. Sebastian watched as CL wiped his tears away in a harsh manner. The older boy's eyes softened, and then he hopped off the bed, looking... CL looked at him, confused. I'll make a promise to you, Sebastian said, standing in front of the city boy. A promise? CL repeated. Yes, I promise to never lie to you. I will always be loyal to you. What do you say? Sebastian smiled. Huh. It's kind of like the manga and anime, except for it's not demon possessed, and unless they are, because the mother and son both have red eyes. But anywho, we're almost done with the chapter. I'm gonna finish up. Um, CL blushed at seeing such a warm, big smile. Why would that make a 5-year-old blush? I think it would make them smile. Okay, continuing. The younger was lost in thoughts again. This person knew his big brother was offering him a promise. CL felt that something might be off, but Sebastian's smile said otherwise. Should he trust the other boy? Should he believe in his big brother's words? All you have to do is order me and I will never lie to you, CL. Sebastian's smile turned into a knowing smirk. CL blushed deeper red and averted his eyes. The 5-year-old took more time to think. He played with his fingers a bit and then looked at Sebastian. Oh, okay, but you promised, right? Yes, I promised to. Yes, I promised. Just give me the order. Sebastian nodded with the same smile. Order? CL asked, confused. Uh-huh. Just say, I order you and I'll do it. It's kind of a master-servant thing. Give it a try, Sebastian encouraged. Weird. No, I'll bring that up. I'm gonna finish. There's literally maybe 10 lines left. Okay, and they're short. Um, I, I order you, CL said, a little unsure. To Sebastian smiled. To never lie to me. I order you to never lie to me, CL said with a louder, more confident voice. Sebastian got down on one knee with his hand over his chest. The CL looked at the older boy in awe. Yes, my lord, Sebastian said, looking up at CL. That's weird. CL blushed. The raven-haired boy's eyes seemed to glow a deeper red. The smaller didn't even know that Sebastian hopped on the bed again, sitting next to him. When CL looked, he realized that he and Sebastian were very close. Ah! They're 9 and 5. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. There's like 5 lines yet. His face turned a darker shade of pink. As someone who has to follow your orders, can I have something in return? Sebastian cooed in the younger boy's ear. Okay. I like what? CL asked, looking as Sebastian's hand touched him. Sebastian lifted CL's blushing face to look up at him. He smiled sweetly as if to make the smaller feel more comfortable. Oh my gosh. Here we go. How about this? Sebastian said, moving in closer. And at the age of 5, CL Phantom Hype had his first kiss. Oh my gosh. Honestly, the writing's not too bad. It's kind of like there's typos. It's a bit sloppy, but it's not bad writing, to say the least. Nothing like the mpreg one. That was just terrible on all levels of all levels. So, this one's gonna be fun. Just because there is... Well, the fact that Sebastian is 9 and CL is 5 and they just kissed. Whoops. Sebastian is kind of weird. I'm supposing that he and his mother are both demons, which is kind of why, like, I'm not really sure what's going on, actually. I'm kind of excited to see what and find out. But yes, this was our reading. So, this is actually pretty good because it's a lot of dialogue. There's not a lot of, what's it called? Detail. So, if I find that there's a lot of detail, I'll probably just skip over it and summarize it to you. But I think I'm going to continue to read aloud the spoken words because it's a little fun, actually. If you don't like it, whoops, my hair looks gross. But if you don't like it and you'd rather just have me like read you like ridiculous lines, I can. I just don't think it's going to really happen in this one like it did the mpreg one, where it's like, what? This one actually has... I don't want to say a good story because it's not a good story, like, but it's like, it's a little more well thought out. Like, it's still weird and it still makes me uncomfortable, but it's written at least a little better, and I can't, like, be like, and I can't bash the whole thing. There's parts of it I'm like, I guess, but we'll get to see. So, I'm going to send you this one because I don't know what time I'm going to be back tonight. And so you get to watch this. And if my roommates are not back and I'm not back too late. And you're still awake. Because I think you have class in the morning. I'm not positive, but I think you do. But, if we have time, we can read chapter 2, which will be fun. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And, yeah, this was 20 minutes worth. Okay, bye.